Well, as Sunday morning breaks in Scotland, Trump is juggling a heavy schedule of meetings and, of course, as you see here, attending church services, as he does every Sunday, the devout Christian that he is. And as the scripture tells us, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Well, last night, before church today, Trump opened a can of holy whoop-ass on Oprah Winfrey, Beyonce Knowles, and Kamala Harris, or as he calls her,
Kamala.
Well, in a post on Twitter, X, Trump manned up against these intelligent, powerful, and popular black women as only a meandering, nonsensical president who parties with pedophiles can. And that is our featured story today. It's coming right up. Now, mind you, I'm no fan of Oprah. I worked for a long time in TV marketing. Regretfully, I midwifed one of the evil spawns born from her foul syndication spin-off loins. That would be Dr. Oz. Now, his older sibling, he also plays a doctor on TV, and he's Trump's dear friend, Phil McGraw. Now, Oz is in his cabinet, and Phil is in his pocket. Those are Oprah's children. She's the it girl, remember? What's the problem?
It's not something you can even look. There's just an it. Wouldn't you say, Donald?
That's true, folks. And I will tell you, I went to the Wharton School of Finance, and I will say that I am sitting next to it. There is nobody ever that has had it.
So as you're about to see, today's breaking story is clearly a Trump-manufactured distraction simply because the world is completely focused on this part of his tremendous character.
I mean, this is where MAGA has been hoisted to, which is to say, yeah, there are a lot of people. I mean, a formidable and eye-popping list of people who were around Jeffrey Epstein. Absolutely, and this is absolutely true, but that hardly negates the fact that the person who spent the most time with Jeffrey Epstein, more than a decade of constant contact, was Donald Trump. So, so this is, I mean, that deflection, look over there, Larry Summers, is going to be difficult. And I think it just kind of brings it actually back to the fact that, yes, these guys spent time with them, and a lot of these people have their reputations and careers have been damaged because of it. But no one has spent as much time as Trump.
Okay, here's today's attention-diverting story and Trump Post. His late day attack on these three badass black women and one frail reverend, or as Newsweek reported earlier, Donald Trump accuses Oprah and Beyonce of breaking the law. President Donald Trump has accused Oprah Winfrey and Beyonce of taking millions of dollars from Democrats during the 2024 election in return for their endorsements. Trump said that he was looking at the large amount of money owed by the Democrats, claiming that their two A-listers had received $14 million from the party between them. Newsweek contacted the White House along with Kamala Harris's office and spokesperson for Beyonce and Oprah for comment via email. Well, the accusation follows a week of Trump's renewed interest in the Democrats' spending during the 2024 campaign. On Monday, Trump claimed that Beyonce had been paid $11 million to walk onto stage quickly, endorse Kamala, and walk off without doing any kind of musical performance.
Come on, USA!
Me, I'd pay $11 million to see Kid Rock not perform, but I digress. In a post to Truth Social on Saturday evening, Trump said that he would be investigating payments made to Oprah and Beyonce, as well as a smaller payment made to Al Sharpton. The post reads, I'm looking at the large amount of money owed by the Democrats after the presidential election and the fact that they admit to paying, probably illegally, $11 million to singer Beyonce for an endorsement. She never sang one note and left the stage to a booing and angry audience. $3 million for expenses to Oprah, $600,000 to very low-rated TV anchor Al Sharpton, a total lightweight, and others to be named for doing absolutely nothing. These ridiculous fees were incorrectly stated in the books and records. You are not allowed to pay for an endorsement. It is totally illegal to do so. Can you imagine what would happen if politicians started paying for people to endorse them? All hell would break out. Kamala and all those that received endorsements and money broke the law. They should be prosecuted. Records from the Federal Election Commission do not show an $11 million payment from the Harris campaign to Beyonce. Trump did not cite specific reports in his post, and it is unclear where the $11 million figure came from. Hey, accurate numbers aren't his strong suit.
It'll be numbers that nobody can even imagine. We're going to get the drug prices down, not 30 or 40%, which would be great, not 50 or 60. No, we're going to get them down 1,000%. 600%, 500%, 1,500%.
Now I remember where I heard that kind of economic eloquence once before. I'm going to share that at the end of this, but let's get back to the story. The Harris campaign did make a $165,000 payment to Parkwood Production Media, the production company known as Parkwood Entertainment, that Beyonce founded in 2008. The payment was made on November 19th, weeks after Beyonce endorsed Harris at a rally in Houston. Beyonce said at a campaign rally for then Vice President Kamala Harris in October, "I'm not here as a celebrity, I'm not here as a politician, I'm here as a mother who cares deeply about the world my children and all of our children live in, a world where we have the freedom to control our bodies, a world where we are not divided." So what happens next? Well, the White House has not yet confirmed if it will be pursuing any legal action against the Democrats or the Harris campaign. He just makes numbers up out of thin air and passes them off, as economic acumen. $11 million, there's no record, no matter, right? I'll just make it up as I go, kind of like this.
We're going to get them down 1,000%, 600%, 500%, 1,500%.
1,500%. So now the big farm companies, they're going to be paying you to take their meds. It's made up math. But now I know where I've heard this before. I know he went to the Wharton School of Business, but apparently so did this guy, and they clearly must have matriculated through the same economics class.
70%, 90%, 12%, 8%, 10%, 60%, 12, 9, 8, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3. Sound off.